every time if I wouldn't eat my lunch or my dinner, she would leave it up to later or the next day. I don't have to eat that. Did your mamas ever do that?
Wait,
too?
what?
Like, she serves lunch to me, and then if I don't eat it fully, she'd be like, "You're gonna eat that for dinner now."
Oh, that's bad. What? My mom went out of town, right? And my dad cooked, and bro, when I tell you he made like the nastiest version of pepper soup. So it wasn't pepper soup, but it was something like that, right? So I remember it was just hot and nasty. So it was like, you know, spicy and nasty. So me and my sister was like, we don't want to eat this no more. He was like, man, y'all gotta sit there and eat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to eat all day. We had to sit there and eat everything. Me and my sister would go back and forth, like, I gotta go to the bathroom. Put some arm out, go to the bathroom, spit in the toilet. Put some arm out, go to the bathroom, spit in the toilet. So it was so bad. We got a chauffeur.
I was living with my dad at the time, and he was cooking for us or whatever. He made some meal, and I just remember him like forcing us to sit at the table until we were done and like eating it or whatever. So every time he used to go into the living room, we used to literally like grab like a chunk of it and hide it around like the kitchen or whatever. And it got so bad that we did that like every day because he was a terrible cook. You got better now that, but he was a terrible cook at first. And it got to a point where he like started like, I kid you not, he like smelled something in the kitchen one day and like he literally just like started like taking out the stove and shit and like looking behind everything. He just found clops and clops of food just hidden around the crib. And we were like 7 to 8 at this time.
Oh, you would have had to catch it.
He tore us up.
That was like it's something.
You don't know.
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I walked in the house, right? I smelled something. I said, hold on. Wait a minute, something doesn't smell right. This nigga was on the stove cooking something that was like goat, with water and like tomato. I walked up to the stove, I turned it off, I looked him in his eye, I said, nigga. What are you cooking? He said, it's soup. I called my mom, I'm like, come get your nigga, mama. My dad can't cook. So
I know growing up, I got my fair share of whooping. So my question is, going forward, when y'all have kids, are y'all gonna whip y'all children?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make them let their life suffer, but I will not beat them. But they will suffer. They will.
Oh, hold on. So you do got one that's not gonna whip.
I'll
So
throw some
you're not whipping either?
But they will
conversation.
Don't get me wrong, I want to be like y'all. I really do.
Because I would say it depends on the situation.
Yes.
I myself don't want to get to that limit just because I know how bad it affected me. But I'll throw them out some good psychological shit for them.
No. Hey, skip
like,
that.
oh shit, what?
What do you think? It made you a better person, successful?
I mean, I just.
That's true. Unless you're unhappy with the state you're in, you can't say it didn't work.
But like, what if like in school now, like I got beaten in school so many times. Jesus Christ, I got suspended. And then I have references in my school, my high school, and she called me to their convent, whatever. I knelt down, and she told our captain or whatever to flog me. So she was beating as she kept on flogging her. So she had to flog me really well, cause like, and then she flogged me. And I'm a tester, like I don't cry for it. Like if you're flogging me, okay, I don't cry. But if you don't cry, they flog you more. Like she was one of them. Why? And it was something that was so little, and it was like, how you do?
I will do that to my mom.
Because the one
start laughing. I will start laughing at her.
School is like, I don't think that you need to flog kids in school. Like they're trying to learn. Like
Don't do that.
I have an exam the next day.
Professors used to take advantage of that shit.
Yeah,
because
like
they knew they could do it. I mean, in school, when it was time for me to get my ass whooped, my professors just go, "You ready?" You're gonna run. I don't understand that.
I got my
if there was no rules and
teacher
regulations to
before.
like actually beat the child,
I mean,
like,
so
you
it's-
did that, right? Would you be mad?
If the teacher beat my child,
If you did something really bad and you
Because
were
it's not your
it's
choice.
like you're literally like you're catching hands, whoever you are. Like Mike Tyson can catch hands if he touches.
I don't know, but here's the funny part. The same teacher my dad ass. Like we both. No, let's go do that. We went to Old Tool Elementary School in outside Chicago.
Snitching again.
No, and it's
I told you, he's snitching. Pops, I'm sorry.
His name was Mr. Odom, and he worked there for years. And I went to the same elementary school my dad went to. He whooped my ass, and he whooped my dad ass, and he told me he whooped my dad ass. He knew who my dad was. So it's just like it was a long line.
It was a long line of incident. Like my sister was in school this one time, and after what had happened, this professor, he was known for like beating kids real bad, right? And he bit after he was done with my sister, but it was like on my sister's castle. There were like all these marks.
yeah.
We live close to the school. My aunt, the next day, the professor was teaching right in front of the class. walked up to him like this. Right in front of the classroom, like, you never do that shit. She's like, even if you want, like, maybe on, like, someone that I can't see that's not gonna leave, like, marks, like, it's my responsibility. Because, like, you don't want your child, you know what I mean? Yeah. So it was just like, from that day forward, professors, they're like, no, they're Josephine kid.
You say discipline.
Okay,
yeah. No, there's
you're beating your kids. That's just
discipline.
But okay, I'll agree to
But to
disagree.
say that
okay, discipline. Like, what do you think? Like, if it worked for you guys, you go on that aspect of it working for them. Do you think like there's another strategy?
I would say, truthfully, whoopings are not for everybody. Like,
honestly, some kids just aren't.
They don't get it. Like, you can beat a child, and they like it's all about how they receive while you beat them. Like, I knew I had done something. I'm about to, like, anytime I did something bad, they couldn't be around. I knew I could receive a beating for this. You know what I'm saying? That's how I registered it. Some people don't register like that. Like, you know, especially here in America, like, when a kid gets beaten up, he's like, I can't believe you touched me, mom. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that happens because, like, it's how you, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, Becky. It's just, sometimes the kid is not always going to receive it how you want them to receive it, which could be negative for the child.
Yeah.
Because you could be like beating a little serial killer. I strongly think that. So.
I could say that for me and my sister, that did work. But now the generation that it's in my house, that is my two little brothers, they don't get it.
Yeah.
My baby brother, he really don't get it. And my ex can be whooping his ass for the longest time, and he could be crying, like dying. He's just not getting it.
I wasn't trying to talk back, and my mouth slipped. Right? I was like, she said something, get upstairs, get ready for school tomorrow. I was like, why? Type shit, right? She walked up to me as a boxer in the stands.
Right.
She came up to me, boom.
Hit you with the man with the ollie.
Caught me with the left slap, boom. Right? Strip back, slap myself, coming back. Right?
Yeah.
I got up, another one, boom. Right? I turned around and I went upstairs. She said, come back down here with a belt. She beat the shit out of me, my nigga.
To be honest, you look like somebody who can't bob and weave.
I'm dead ass, bro. I didn't know it was coming. My mom can box. Shout out to mom.
We got to live with my grandmother, and it was like all of my cousins used to stay there pretty much. Like that, my grandmother's house was like the community house. So it was me and like 4 of my cousins or whatever, and we were just fucking with my granddad like all night. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning though, and they were up watching TV downstairs, and we just was running downstairs, throwing pillows at them and shit, you know, just doing stupid shit, little kid shit. And my grandmother got out of bed. She was like, what's that noise? Blah, blah, blah. My granddad was like, they keep on coming down here throwing stuff at me, blah, blah, blah. Man, she grabbed the broom, came all the way up the stairs. We started hiding under the bed. Why she lift up the bed? Bro, I swear, she lifted up the bed with one arm, bro. Had the broom in the other, bro. She was just sticking that motherfucking broom with the long hair part, whacking us in the head and shit, bro. Whacking us on the arm, bro. Like, it was like 5 of us just cuddled together to get beat in the room, bro. That shit was
like that too. Yeah, no. I definitely had that situation happen too, exactly that one. Except it was a belt, not a broom.
that shit hurt.
Why is it always a
Okay, what's the
worst weapon? There you go.
What weaponry have you guys?
Weaponry.
Fresh broken cane. Fresh cane.
I got that excited.
Fresh cane. That one is worse than belts.
And
Belts are
extension
still
cord.
smooth.
Extension cord, broom, decoration. I'm gonna tell you like this.
What about that one?
Decoration is the worst. We had a fake flower, right? It was like, I got in trouble for something. My mom looked around for something, just grabbed that quick, took the flower out, bent it over. Oh, bro, stung, pelts. Oh yeah, that was a threat. That was amazing.
I try to hide it in my
accessible.
room.
Huh?
That's just sad.
Antennas up.
Have you guys had your ass beat with like cable?
Yeah, no, that's extension cord.
That's
Extension cord.
That's the story of my worst one I've ever had with a cable cord. She tied that shit up. Not my mom, mind you. Oh, my lord.
I'm the only one that got their ass for a reason.
But, wait. I was gonna say, there's a difference. Listen, there's a difference because that was like a whooping, I heard you did something bad now, like I'm gonna whoop you for it, where I knew I was getting it. 2 weeks ago, I got swung at by my mom because I was talking.
That's what I mean by whooping.
Yeah, that's different. That's my mom, because when you get a whooping, I think there needs to be a problem, you know what I'm saying? And then something where the kid knows I did this wrong, I'm gonna get punished for it. This was more I was talking, she was talking, and she was like, you just cut me off? And she stood up and, threw them things. So it's a little bit different. I don't count them as the same thing. One is selfish, one isn't, but I love you.
Yeah.
Whooping is when you when you did that bad thing, you were like, I'm gonna get beat.
Actually, not this last summer, but last summer, so like a year ago summer.
What happened?
I was at the crib. I'm finna tell you. I was at the crib, and I was like, my mom told me I was on my laptop at the table or whatever, and she was like, she just cooked dinner and shit. She was like, do these dishes or whatever, you know. I was like, I'll get to them in a little bit. I'm doing something on my laptop or whatever. And then the whole time she was like, all right, fine, whatever. My mom's cool like that, but my dad was in the living room and he overheard. He's like, so you're not gonna get up and do them dishes? And I said, I'm gonna get up and do it when I'm done doing this on my laptop. He's like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm done doing it when I get up and doing this on my laptop. He got up, he closed my laptop. And he closed my shit and I got mad. I'm like, hold on, don't be closing my laptop with you, blah, blah, blah. He's like, what, you want to fight? And I'm like, what you mean I want to fight? Don't be closing my laptop. I opened my laptop back up, he closed it down. And then he tried to push me and then him really got to smacking each other.
Yo, yeah. Your dad's responsible for something that you were spoiled for a fight.
Honestly, though.
After that,
Wait, okay, if we took that same scenario in an African household.
You can't get that far.
Wait,
Stand there like, okay, do what you can. You know how in an African household, anything you do, if you just try to protect yourself, it's like, I was just standing there like, I mean, go for it. My mom looks at it acting like I was fighting. I should have taken that. Beats me. Beats me to death. She took my hand, trying to put it on my body. I was standing like, what are you crazy? What? I was standing laughing.
That's the worst thing you can do though. If they're ass whooping you, you stop or you just don't cry or don't do anything, that's when they go.
I
I
can't even cry no more.
I'll be like,
That's the
okay,
thing,
That's what I'm saying.
I can't cry.
Now that we've talked about physical fears our parents have put us through, what is the best thing your parents have done for you?
More life.
In general, taking care of me, because my dad will never let me do anything on my own. So it's like, if I call him on the phone and I'm like, oh, Dad, I need this, he's sending it to me in a week, whatever. But just the support and emotional support, physical support, and everything.
Yeah, I guess it's more emotional and actually supporting, coming for me, I played multiple sports in high school, middle school, and all that. Just having someone there and seeing support is important, and that's probably they still do that.
Oh, just for them to give me the chance to come here. I guess that was best thing they could have done, because thanks to that I've learned who I am and they gave me my space and stuff. And I know it's been hard on them and I'm sorry, I love y'all, but thank you for that.
Getting me to school here, it's a huge sacrifice for them, considering the fact that they're paying so much more money. If I was in school back home, they're only paying this much. They're paying 4 times my tuition. They're still going strong, I think, and they're still sending me. My mom still sends me money. I'm like, Mom, I don't really need this, but okay, thank you. They still got my back. That kind of thing. I think that's just the biggest thing for me.
Give me an opportunity to really learn and to go, make mistakes and figure out how to get myself out of it without depending on them. I guess I kind of take that for granted, but I think that's made me a very strong and independent person. And I can teach my son or my daughter those skills as well. How to rely on themselves first, and if they need it, I'll be there to help them.
Well, for me, personally, my mom is, if I think about it too much, I probably get emotional, deadass, because my mom and I, over the years, we've grown so close, and the way she believes in me is it's phenomenal. But if I take into particular, one thing that she really did, I was like, that's not real, mama. Well, I think it was my 19th birthday or 18th birthday, something like that, and I was so stressed out. School was just crazy for me that I was not gonna celebrate or anything, whatever. She didn't tell me she was coming actually to school, and because we used to do this, sometimes we go into stores and I would look at all these things that I want. I'd be like, I want that. Okay, one day this is gonna be my perfume, my signature perfume. One day I'm because I'm when I'm reaching this, I want to walk into a room, everybody smell there she goes. And it's just she didn't tell me she was coming to school, and so she called me. She's like, I'm downstairs, and I was just like, bruh, okay. So I went downstairs and she had balloons. She had a cake. She had all these things whenever we used to go out to stores and I would like look at her and say, hey, I want that someday. She had so much stuff that I didn't think she'd remember anything like that. And it was like very emotional for me. I was just like, wow. Thank you, Mama.
My parents have done for me, I've been happy about it, whether it was good or bad, because the bad things came around and taught me something. The good things made me happy. So anything they did, shout out to moms especially, both my moms, stepmom, mom, all of them, all the women in my family. Y'all killed it.
I think just like the relationship is what I'm grateful for. Like I have a different relationship with all of my parents. So like, I don't know. For my dad, he just sacrificed a lot coming to this country and going through what he went through back home and stuff like that. So I'm really appreciative of that. Shout out to Pops.
What's your biggest fear?
Fears.
Snakes. Literally and
Snakes.
metaphorically
Yeah.
snakes.
Literally and metaphorically. I like that.
I know.
Nothing.
No, there's one where it's like the animal or like a reason or way of death or pain. That's bees. I hate bees. I'll never be okay with bees in the room. Don't care. The other one is taking a loss on a worldwide stage or to a mass audience. Like I don't care how. Oh yeah. Yo, there's something wrong with me. I'm too competitive. Like if I lose, if I were to lose, like, if I were Meek Mill, I would kill myself. Hey, listen, if I were Meek Mill, I would be done.
I got this thing with me though. It's just like,
It's called an ego.
yeah, I got an ego. I got one of those, and it's like when I gotta take a hit to that, it's like, damn, like it takes me a while to get over it. Which I eventually do, but it's just kind of like.
Look, I like rejection.
I don't like it.
I
If
like
I have no
rejection.
way, it's something I want.
Hey, cause that's what Friday's like. When they reject you, like, all right, I'll be back. I'll be talking again.
I'm scared of the unknown. I like to know everything. I like to plan.
Do you actually like to know everything?
Yes, I want.
You think you'd be happier if you knew everything?
No, not in that sense. Like me, where I'm gonna be like 2 years from now.
Okay.
You're so
No, I'm so serious. I hear people say that all the time. I want to know everything. I'm like, you think you do?
No, not that.
I found out information and it's made me very sad.
First of all, it's just like.
Some shit I wish I could forget.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't think knowing everything will be cool.
To be someone that has a sense of responsibility, like you feel like everything is supposed to be your responsibility. Like, damn, I was taking this.
Talk to me, yeah. Talk to me, yeah.